Well, hello everyone. In this tutorial, you will learn how to make a wheeled robot from scratch. So let's get started. As you can see in the left window, this will be our end result. I have marked different joint coordinate and coordinate axes of the robot. So let's create a robot of our own. So let's click on the rectangular arena and then click on the plus sign. This will allow us to add a new object. Under the section base node, click on robot. Now a robot appears in the scene tree. However, its body isn't defined yet. For better visualization, we'll slightly translate the robot along y-axis. We'll first rename the robot name to mobile robot, then we'll go under children and add a shape. Next within shape, we will make a box. Double click on geometry and select box, then click on add. By clicking on geometry, we are able to change the dimensions. Let's make x equal to 0.28, y equal to 0.055 and z equal to 0.15. Next comes appearance. Let's use base node, PBR appearance and click on add. With base color, you can change the color. Let's make it sky blue, for which R equal to 0.4, Z equal to 0.5 and B equal to 0.8. Finally, change the metalness to 0. Next, we have to change the bounding object. This is going to be same thing as your shape. So instead of having to do it all over again, you can reuse the same shape. Using the depth parameter, name it something that you want to reuse. So let's call it base length. When you double click on your bounding object, you can select use to use the base length shape that you just created. We'll apply physics at the end, so let it be as it is. Next, we'll add 4 wheels to the base link. For that, add a hinge joint in the children. Then double click on the joint parameter and add hinge joint parameter. Within hinge joint parameter, select axis and set z equal to -1. This is because we want to rotate the motor about z axis. Then in the anchor parameter, set x is equal to 0.07, y equal to 0 and z equal to 0.09 for the front right wheel as mentioned in the image in the left window. Next, we'll add a solid as the endpoint. Here also set the transition same as the anchor. X is equal to 0.07, y equal to 0 and z equal to 0.09. Then we will rotate the cylinder about x-axis. For this, we will set x is equal to 1 and angle equal to 1.57. Now let's add a shape to this solid. Double click on children and add a shape. Then add cylinder under the geometry. Within geometry, change the value of height to 0.03 and radius to 0.055. Now add new appearance and click on PBR appearance. Let's make it yellow. Set R equal to 0.8, G equal to 0.5 and B equal to 0 and change metalness to 0. To reuse this shape for other 3 wheels, we will define the shape as wheel shape. Let's change the name to front right wheel. We will first use it as bounding object for this wheel. Lastly, add physics and define it as wheel physics and set lock to true. This will remove the arrows and you won't be able to move the wheel accidentally. Now same procedure for other wheels. I'll fast forward this part. Lastly, we can add physics to the robot. By doing so, the robot will experience different properties like collision, gravity, and friction. By pressing Alt key and left mouse button, you can apply force at any point. Drag mouse to increase its magnitude. Now to control the robot using a Python controller, we need to add a rotational motor to the hinge joints. Within hinge joint, double click on device and then add rotational motor. Change its name to front right wheel. This name is required to send velocity signal from the controller to this joint. Always save the world after every major change. You will lose your progress if you reset the world. Now right click on the robot and click on Show Robot window. This is a kind of default controller. You can see sensor value and change motor position from here. Now it is time to write our own controller. Go to Wizards and select New Robot Controller. Select Python as programming language. So let's write a simple code to rotate the front right wheel. I'll explain this code to you line by line. First, we import robot from controller package. Then we declare an object of robot class. And then we initialize time step with a basic time step. After that, we declare a rotor variable and assign it the front right wheel device. And then we set its position to infinity. This is required to give velocity to the joint. Then inside the main loop, we set motor velocity to 10. Now let's save this file. Within the robot, click on controller and select my controller. I wrote front right motor instead of front right wheel. As you can see, the wheel is rotating. Let's do this for all the wheels. So this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching.